Okay, so we're preparing to lift off. Yes, much respect to all of those who are going to be joining us tonight. Let me get my candle in here. Wow, I can't see that, so it's right here. It'll be here. Maybe I can... No, it's something going on here with my camera. That's okay. This is about Lyran Starseeds. Yes, holy ones. Much respect to all of you who are joining me. Man, have I missed you guys. I missed you a lot. I'm grateful to come online, so thank you so much for being here with me. Let me see this so I can see your chat. We have Rachel, welcome me. Thank you so much, Rachel. Much respect, Holy One. Celine, thank you for being a moderator and watching our back. Hope you guys all had a great holiday. If for those of you who are watching this after the live, this is happening right after Christmas. Tara, welcome. Javato, hola, mi family. JR, best. What's up, brah? Machiwa. Sylvia Cole. Thank you for being here, sister. Can you guys hear me okay? I just wanted to say that I actually figured out what the problem was. And so hopefully we won't have this problem anymore, but we'll see. Hugh, Machiwa. Mr. William 25, blessing holy ones. This is a good start, you guys. It's very pleasant. Is the connection okay, you guys? Can you please someone tell me, is the connection and the sound okay? So thank you for coming here and becoming part of this dialogue as we talk about different star seeds, but today we're going to be focusing on the Lyran Starseeds. And I just, loud and clear, so everything's good. Woo! Let's all take a breath, a deep breath. Much respect to you and and whatever holiday you guys had. Maybe it was a disappointment, or sometimes trying to get with family can be. Those who don't resonate with your presence or energy or beliefs, right? I just need a charcoal disc. Let me grab that. Bottles. Because we got to get that started, right? Now, I don't know what happened. I think I left my tripod in Tucson. I can't find it anywhere in my truck. So I'm leaning the camera against something, so I can't bump that. It looks like I'm about to bump that. What Chiwa? We want to always protect our space, cleanse and protect as we talk about stuff like other worlds and other beings. Anything really spiritual in nature. Generally speaking, you just want to make sure you're always got your energies in, you would say, protected and cleansed. You can call it spiritual hygiene or spiritual protection. It's something we keep up on a regular deal. That would include using sage or incense resins, no stick incense. They're chemical. They're not actual energies you want to put in your prayer or magic or healing. I know it's cheap, but it's chemical. Might as well light up a cigarette and let it be your incense, right? And this is benzoin. They're actually coming from living trees, or like amber's not coming from a tree, but it's the consciousness is what the properties of the you would say, resin, or like this one's not really from a tree, I don't believe. So this is dragon's blood. So we're gonna put some dragon's blood on here too. A little bit crumbled up, powdery, which burns pretty good. Now maybe you find a connection to Lyran Starseeds. Maybe a Pleiadian Starseed, Syrian Starseed, you know, Mintaka, Orion. You could be part of the blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. Now these are higher evolved levels of our reality, because our reality is multidimensional. So our consciousness and our spiritual family is multidimensional. So we can perceive, like a radio station can receive many different stations at once. You know, that's our spiritual Wi-Fi. We connect to more than one location, space-time location. You're streaming, okay? New Age calls it channeling. We're not doing that. We're streaming, bringing in our higher family, okay? And some of that higher family are Lyran Starseeds. Machiwa. So I just want to check everything in chat, make sure it's all good. Lining up the chakras. Some of you guys know what's up, and you practice this regularly. You know, anything that has to do with, you know, your spiritual energies. This is something we don't mess around with, right? So, plus it's a spiritual war. And you always have to be mindful of that. We have Tonya in the house. Welcome, Holy One. We got Starman Vatos. What's up, brother? Alien, extraterrestrial, Lyran. What's up? Cat people. And because they're aliens that look like cats, so they're speaking and walking and talking. They're hominids. That means you got 4 arms, 4 legs, you know. So those are our homies. Okay? Part of your multi-dimensional, which we just explained, multi-dimensional consciousness, spirit family, part of our multi-dimensional DNA is connected to Lyrans. Our DNA is coming from the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi, and that created a race called the Oraphim Angels, and the Oraphim Angels are what created our race. Okay, so this is part of who we are. And as a multi-dimensional being, bringing in not just the heart chakra or throat or third eye, but how about the crown, the thymus, the thalamus, that's the brain, and also the one outside the body. Okay, this is the 10th chakra, the 11th chakra, and the one below your feet, that's the 12th chakra. Those are your identities. We're bringing those identities through these teachings. I'll give reference, is Iyasha Ashana. It starts with the Voyagers books. Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2 is the beginners. That's the kindergarten, the elementary. Okay, because you want to start somewhere, well, that's where you want to start. So that's how Ashana started, through the Voyagers books. But they're PDFs, you download them. You don't need to buy hundreds of dollars of books, right? So now the next thing you want to do is learn ascension mechanics. You learn about the history and all the drama with the fallen angels and some basic concepts. Now you need to go train your body for slide ascension. You need to learn how to create your Merkaba field, your what you call the Maharata field, your plasma body field. So these are all parts of your identity, parts of what we came here to do and teach and share. You know, we're not going to be stingy with the information. We're sharing this knowledge. We're sending it out into the world. Others will send preaching out into the world. We're sending love, unconditional love. That's, you know, other people have conditions on their love. Well, this is unconditional. The original, you know, what the Guardians call omni love. So, or Christos love. Because while you expand yourself and your character, you're becoming non-judgmental. You are growing in the Christos family and finding your memory, finding what your purpose is. And so this is what your Lyran Starseed activation is. You're learning from these teachings, ancient, not yesterday, not new age, not religion. Okay? We're not in those categories. Some people will think we're new age, and that's fine. But realize we talk about new age and the distortions. And so, hey, is there some enlightened people in new age? Sure. But most likely, more than likely, they have some distortions coming from the new age systems, which are intentional. Some of it is ignorance, okay? Some of it is intentional distortion. So you resonate with this information with the law of one because there's not many systems on the planet, okay, aligned with the law of one. Because I make these videos, I talk about Archangel Michael, I get attacked. I talk about the Galactic Federation, I get attacked. See, not everyone is into unity. Religions are certainly not about unity. Those are patriarchal systems created by the Anunnaki mostly, but also reptilians are the ones who got into the Roman Catholic Church, into the Roman Empire, created that false book that has dark God. It's not a God. It's not creator. We're all God, but this is not the creator because they say they created us. Brahma says it created us. Allah says it created us. Jehovah says it's created us. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Lovingly realize our true creator. You know, there's a series of God and a progression of downstepping into ascended masters, downstepping into rishi beings, solar rishi beings, downstepping into avatars, over souls. Here we are. You see that link all the way up? That's your family link, holy ones. If you're human on planet Earth, you're from the Lyran star system. Actually, everything comes out of the cradle of Lyra. We had the 3 founder race planets. Okay, but tonight we're talking about the Lyrans. Well, specifically Anuhazi. You can't just say Lyran, you guys, because which Lyran's race? Because remember, all of us came out. The reptilians, the violet flame races, the gold flame races, the blue flame races. It's called the cradle of Lyra for a reason. Cradle, baby, everything came out of there. Everything started there. Just like, you know, who's the highest one? Well, who was first? You know, it's not about intrinsic value. I made this simple little 20-second video about chosen ones. And wow, did that have a lot of people trigger and react to it. I am a chosen one. And I'm a chosen one. I'm a chosen one. And it's okay. It's good. And hello. So we have to break it down according to the law of one. This channel is based off of the law of one. So our perspective is the law of one. Not a patriarchy perspective. Not a new age perspective or religion perspective. Okay? We want to train our life, our character, our focus on unconditional love. Our properties are seeking peace. We seek bliss. We live a life of grace. We live a life of mindfulness, kindness. These are our qualities of ourselves and Creator God. Okay? Now you got twisted Creator gods. It's not the Creator, it's the imposter Creator. I created you, everything. You know, this type of thing. I. There is no I. There is no you. There is no me. That's where most people fail to connect and understand. There's only one reality. There's only one ultimate being. One. Just one. So you cannot have chosen ones. That is a conundrum. One, a chosen one, when we're all one. You can't have chosen ones in God. You can't have hierarchy in God. Somebody, says it so, doesn't make it so. Realize that the Creator, all beings, all races, are within the unified field. Do you know what that is, holy ones? If it's the unified field, we're all united. There's nothing that's not part of God. You can't fall out of Creator. You can never be separate from Creator. You can never be an individual. You're always God. I'm God. You're God. All living beings, all consciousness, all reality fields are coming from where? Where are they all coming from? How do you get chosen ones when we talk about the chosen ones and break it down? There's still people saying, oh, there's rank. There's higher rank beings. Bullshit. All are God. Why would God have something above itself or below itself? It's all God. And then you got people confusing their ideas of chosen ones. Oh, there's chosen ones, but, you know, some of us have higher calling. Bullshit. That's not loving to say, Davian. Why are you saying bullshit? It's nonsensical, or it's distortion. Is that better? Distortion. There is only one. There's oneness. One spirit, one being, one creator, one God, one. Is it hard to understand that we're all one and that there can't be chosen ones in one? When it's mathematical, vatos. If there's only one, how can you have some? There's no sum in one. There's only one. God is doing all of this itself. Not a boy, not a girl. It's beyond gender. It's beyond body form. It's beyond. Okay, there's only one. God is experiencing itself through all of us. But there is no us. There's only God. See? And you guys, you don't have to agree with that. This is not dogma. We're not preaching, even though it sounds like we are, right? We're giving, providing, offering this information, and you can check and see if you resonate. Do you resonate? Do you say, yeah, God is, it's unity. God is equality. No. As soon as you say no, there is no equality, you are serving the dark side, honey. Now you're saying God is not omnipresent. Right? Because there's ones apparently who have higher rank. This is literally what I've heard comments in my videos about. There's rank. Hello, Archangel rank? Archangel systems? Are you following elitism, authority, hierarchy? Hello, dark side, vatos. And if you're calling yourself light and pushing hierarchy and chosen ones and better favoritism, you haven't gotten it yet. Aim higher. You can do it. All are equal. All are God. And you can look at someone's face and hear their words when they're not inside unity. You will see discrimination. You will see favoritism. You will see, I'm better. I'm from these higher worlds. Everybody is from the higher worlds. Not just you. Everybody came from Source God. Everybody is Source God. You can't be chosen over another part of God. Hi, God, I'm better than you, God. Huh? We're the same, Bato. How can you be a chosen one? How can you be better? How can you be a king or a queen or an emperor or a creator God or anything? You guys see, we're so used to following. It's a cult mentality to follow. It's a cult mentality to give your power to some other self-proclaimed creator God, self-proclaimed archangel, self-proclaimed chosen one. Because hey, you call yourself a chosen one, who chose you? Who is doing the choosing, Vato? Did you think about this? Oh, it was my ascended master self. It was my higher self. It was God. You see the confusion. You see the distortion. Who's the choosing? Who's choosing you as a chosen one? Did you watch the Chosen One video? Did you see what I wrote at the top in the description? Where does the concept of Chosen One come from? It comes from Jehovah. Jehovian Anunnaki. This is where you get the idea and the concept of Chosen One. It's also the source of where you get religions. Chosen ones, creator gods, Machiwa. So, how was your Christmas? What the Guardians call Christ Mass. We don't say Christmas, and we don't say the 25th. It's not about just Jesus' birthday. Do you want to know what the Guardians consider Christmas? Christ Mass? Christ Mass is a celebration of this indigo child called Jeshua. And people are going to argue about how you spell Jeshua. You can spell Jeshua however you want. The Guardians spell it Jeshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus. You can spell it however you want, Holy Ones. So, but don't be telling other people that they're wrong. Our system, our teaching, which is ancient, not only spells Christ differently, but spells Jesus differently. Christ Mass was celebration of Jeshua, the master 12-strand indigo child, who brought the DNA, who brought the race, the specific line, Holy Grail line. Jeshua brought in and held the Holy Grail line while he did his indigo commission. How was your Christ Mass, Holy Ones? You guys, sorry I wasn't able to talk with you regularly during that week. It's almost like 10 days. I don't know if it was 10 days. It wasn't that long, but I had to drive 8 hours one way to get to my family. I'm not complaining. I'm saying this is a chore. This was a chore. I took 8 hours back. No hiccups, no problems. That's why when you travel or do anything like that, you pray, you do protection, watch over me, Holy Ones. I'm so happy I figured this stupid internet thing out. You guys, that was driving me nuts. I'm sure it was driving you nuts. What? Sorry, you guys, I missed some of that, but there's someone who sent, it wasn't, I'm confused. It says 200, but it's not $200. It says 200,000. 200,000 of some monetary funds. Thank you, Holy One. It's the same color as the $20 one, so it's around $20. So thank you so much, Holy One, for supporting Christos Avatar. I can't see your name because, wait, maybe it'll let me see it. Oh, it does let me see it. Hugh Programmer. Now I know how to do it. Sorry. Hugh Programmer, thank you, Holy One. Much love and respect. Thank you so much, Vato. Volcano. Volcano. Thank you, Hugh. Hope you had a great holiday. I know you probably have a different Christmas, right? Respect to everyone's beliefs. Tonya. Thank you, Tonya. Much respect, sister. You're awesome. Much respect. I hope you have a great holiday. I hope everything's going with you. Much respect. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. And Stardust Goddess, you said it. Omni Christos love. And thank you, sister. You're awesome. Thank you to all of you. You guys, you can spell Christ or Christos however you want. I just want you to know that Ashiana herself, over the past 20 years, she spells it with a CH. She spells it with a KRI. She spells it with a KRY. Lisa Renee, if any of you study her, she does the same thing. I've done it myself. You can spell it however you want. Notice how each spelling all pronounce it the same way. CHRIST, Christ. KRYST, Christ. KRIST, Christ. It's the sound primal sound waves, holy ones. So, and just for most people, you know how many different nations are in the world, different languages. Just go do a Google search. What countries spell Christ with a K? Just so you don't think it's something weird or wrong. Okay? People spell things differently and sound things, you know, with different spellings. So you will find there's lots of people who spell Christ with a K. We're not being weird or strange. The Guardians tell us how they spell it. That's all. And they spell it with a K. And Jeshua is actually the full name of the avatar of Jeshua, Jesus, because you realize we recognize multidimensional consciousness. Well, Jeshua's avatar name is Sananda. So he was a Melchizedek, so you put it all together, Jeshua, Sananda, Melchizedek. And according to Ashiana, this avatar is here again. Not as a savior. We're not. No one's a savior. Okay. This is a distortion coming from the patriarchal Templar Melchizedek religion, not the real deal. Okay. There was actually. This is in Voyagers 2, which you can download. Get the link from anyone. Starman, Little Alien, Indigo, or Celine. Okay. Those are our moderators. But you can just join for $5, you guys. I think I saw someone join tonight, and you will be able to join our Discord server. That's only for our members because we want people focused on the Christos work. Now they're not all talking about Christos in the Discord server, but just realize if you're loving and peaceful, and you can even have different beliefs, but as long as you're being respectful. If you keep continuously being not towards our, information, nothing about the crystals. If you're going to sit there and post nothing about the crystals, we have to let that go, because this is a community. As you can look in chat, you guys. And not everyone here is obviously a member, but this is a reflection of our energy. This is our ideas, our beliefs. You get it. You don't have to agree with them if you don't want to, because you're going to get, not everyone's into equality. like to us, it seems so logical. How could you not be into equality? Like, how could you not feel that anyone, any being, any group, any religion or belief system is trying to say, no, we're not equal. There's chosen ones. There's better ones. There's more ancient ones. Bullshit. There's no ancient. They're all from the same source. If you look like a simple little ordinary human, well, you come from a soul that comes from an oversoul that comes from an avatar, rishi, ascended master, God. So you're not you're not a guilty, sinful human. Okay? You're God, and God doesn't call itself horrible or wrong or unequal. This is a main concept of our spiritual teaching. It is literally called the law of one. Maybe your system is not. It's the law of Jehovah. One single being out of all the reality fields, huh? You guys can, appreciate higher levels of beings, extraterrestrials, metaterrestrials, and beyond. You can, but we're not meant to worship them, okay? And we're not meant to channel other families of consciousness, our own family. And you don't call it channeling, you call it, a direct link. A direct link, that's telepathy, homie. Now, if you're actually living on a planet that's serving law of one, we're not. But if you are, then you can have normal telepathy with anyone. We're not. That's not what's happening here today, in our planet. This is a war. We're under tyranny by extraterrestrials. Most humans, billions of them. Remember, there's 8 billion people on the planet now. If you don't believe me, go check. How many people are on the planet? 8 billion plus. That's a lot of consciousness. That's not in unity. They're into sacrifice and judgment and death and wow. No, thank you. We're bringing this message, Starseeds, Lyran Starseeds, cat people, connected to the 12th dimension. They are Christos. They're not the only ones Christos. It's any being who resonates with that DNA, what we call the diamond sun DNA. Anything that's 12 strand is a diamond sun. Now you'll find out that that's the human, even just the ordinary, you would say ordinary earthseed human that has 12 strand. The most, you would say, simplest DNA. That would be called simple compared to 24 strand, right? The most simplest DNA of humans is greater than all the fallen angelics. All the fallen angelics are only 11 strand or less, like 10 strand or 9 strand or less. They can't go beyond. They can't do it without the assistance of guardian angelics, with other Christic beings. Other Christic beings can do a host matrix with this fallen angel if they want, if they request it. They have to agree. There's like, you know, certain things they have to agree to. And so 111, you guys got 111? What time zone is that? I think I'm in so that means someone got 911 in some time zone. I'm only in 646. Wow, it's early still. You guys, I might get lit. Now, I don't normally do that, but I will probably get lit tonight just for the holiday, New Year's ending. Can you guys believe it's going to be 2024? Holy cow, right? I mean, this year, 2023, just whoop. I met most of you earlier this year, right? As a family, finding each other because no one else is doing it. No one else! Well, there's a few small YouTube channels that don't really grow much. I don't know why they're not growing, but like literally, I can count them on my hand. There's not many talking about the Christos information. You resonate with it. Here on YouTube, check out my Instagram, my TikTok. What? I'm getting buffering? Huh! Six people online. It was 90. I must have dropped you guys. We didn't have a... That's what it is, a Merry Christmas puff. Not an everyday puff. Danny, you guys, I don't know what's up with that. Let me see what's going on. It could just be my normal internet. Let me check on this. Because now I find out it has something to do with bit rate. Or bit rate, yeah. So I might have to lower my bit rate, but let me check. I gotta check the stats. It's dipping down to 1.6 bit rate, 1.5 bit rate, 1.4 bit rate, 1.2. Okay, guys, I'm gonna lower the bit rate just so it doesn't, so you guys don't have problems on your end. It went to 1189 bit rate. What's the deal? Anyways, I'll check this again. I'm just so happy I have an idea of what the F is going on, right? So have patience with me. We'll have our Merry Christmas puff puff. Can you guys show me your little fire? Those of you who want to get lit. Now I know very well some of you are gonna judge me, and that's what's up. I swear, man. It's just freaking the people's. I don't know what's up. We talk about unity and all that stuff. It doesn't matter to some people. Okay, so you guys, let me know if it looks really bad, but I'm gonna go to I'll say 112. I don't want to apply. So I just lowered my bit rate so everyone can be happy. Wow, Hugh Programmer, Lisa, oh sorry, Liz, Lotet, Lund, Rodick, thank you for being a member. It looks like it helped. The message went away. You guys let me know what it looks like. Dear elves, no judgment, fire up. It's real, man. Hey, smoking pot does not distort the message. Where are you getting this? Like literally someone said on Instagram, are you still smoking pot? Well, first of all, not as much, but what does it matter? Does the message get wrong? Am I not speaking? Are you listening to what's coming out of my mouth? Or are you too busy judging my hair, my shirt? You don't like the shirt? You don't like the wrinkles on my face? I'm too old or something. Yeah, we lost a lot of people, you guys. Is there like something going on with the advertising? Because I didn't put, madam, my advertising is not off. Or maybe it's because those people don't like to smoke pot, so they all left. Shit. I'm trying to do a speed test real quick, and then we're gonna get lit regardless. And you guys will notice. You will notice that it doesn't change the message. Okay, I have 30, 40, 50 megabytes of data. It wants to know your upload though. Download doesn't really matter. That's another thing I learned. Come on. 61 download, but that's not what we want. We want, dude. It went up high, but it's falling down to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Come on, balance out. 7. Okay, so 7. That's why it was a little bit issues. I love you guys. I missed you. I missed you guys. Yeah, baby. What's up? What's up? And what's really cool is I can stop. I've already learned how to stop when I want to. I can stop for a week. I can stop for a month. I've already proven it to myself. And I'll be honest about it, you guys. This cannabis actually works. I mean, it actually connects you to a higher level. I'm not saying that's how you ascend. I'm not saying you're going to ascend from doing that, you know? But it literally expands your consciousness. Now, there is a video of Ashana talking about drugs and how it can affect your DNA. If you want to consider this herb as a drug, then make your choice accordingly. I love you and I respect your choice. All I know is that 2023, all I did was this in my own energies. If I was smoking pot or not, I was going up, man, up and up. 2023 was expanding. So if you think it's bad, if you think this is bad, well, shit. There's shit. Everything else is just hunky dory. I call bullshit on the haters. As a matter of fact, homie, have you explored consciousness at all? Have you ever experienced a lucid dream? That's a psychic perception. Have you ever had astral projection? Have you ever been out of your body? Yes, yes, yes. And I just made a video about the 12 ascension symptoms. And I actually added 3 more. So there's 15 ascension symptoms coming from Iyasha, not from New Age. Because you're going to get different ascension symptoms from there. And just so people know who are new, they said something about what's wrong with New Age. Isn't it a New Age? Well, that phrase is specifically related to what I mentioned earlier. The Jehovah's Anunnaki created the New Age movement. It's a movement. You don't just say New Age. Actually, it's called the New Age Channeling Movement. This is what, you're not going to hear me say that every time. I'm not going to say New Age Channeling Movement. Sometimes I'll just say New Age. But it's actually a New Age Channeling Movement by Jehovah's Anunnaki, and now they're buddies with Archangel Michael group, the Galactic Federation group, which didn't come out yesterday. They were back in the Moses days, guys. Atlantis days. Now I don't have my little brush. I just gotta use my fingers and get one bowl. We just need one little bowl. We don't need nothing. I'm saying I would like to have one little bowl. And you guys, when you personally are in unity consciousness, you don't care about the haters. You don't get upset. You don't get disappointed. Don't get your energies up in a bundle, so to speak. Stay calm. Stay peaceful. Let people disagree. Try that one on. Yeah, okay. You judge. You don't, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. I will still talk about this information and without some, hater trying to, see, because that's what they do. They try to find ways to discredit me or the information. First of all, this is another thing I have to say to you guys. This is not my opinion. I'm talking about this information. When I talk about God, when I talk about Jesus, when I talk about aliens, spiritual waking and an ascension, Archangel Michael, it's not coming from me, your brother Fabian. It's not my spin. It's not my opinion. There's a huge body of work. Now, I wouldn't call Voyagers 1 and 2 huge. That's not limited to the Voyagers. It's I don't know if it's thousands of hours of workshops. And many of them weren't even put on record, weren't recorded. There's team modules specifically for people definitely in Christos. There's been all kinds of workshops from 1998 to even now. But if you want to see anything after 2012, 2013 and now, you have to go to her website, and it costs money. Unless you find it somewhere else that doesn't cost money. Whenever you go into your space and let out the, inhale, exhale, you're putting your brain waves in a rhythm, you're putting your conscious energies in a rhythm, you're literally, your spiritual intention is connecting to higher parts of yourself. All you do, guys, is get used to going into a meditative state. Put spell, intention, but you say it. It's power, not a bad or negative thing, not an ego thing. It's genuine energy, consciousness, power. You can say, I am powerful and not be coming from ego. But be mindful of if there's 3D people around, because they're going to take that and twist it, right? Spiritual psychic visions, psychic energies, connection to higher selves, love. When you say the word love, you smile. Love, joy, bliss. Put sin, this is your transmitting hand. Transmit into water, into medicine, transmit into your food, transmit into your body, into a little hurt animal. What's up? This is green tobacco. Wacky tobacco. Take a drink. I should have done it before, but you could also do a prayer, a cleansing prayer. You usually know where your food is coming from, but if you don't, someone else cooked it or you got it somewhere else, cleanse it. Purify your food. Purify your water. You know how powerful the human spirit is. We're, originally we're masters at manifestation, making something appear in midair. And not too much of that's going on here, but in Tara, in Density 2, you will find this. Some more cleansing, some more protecting. You could put more prayer, put more spelling. How do you expect to manifest anything if you're not manifesting, right? If you're not going through the motions, if you're not speaking what it is you intend, it's not going to happen, you guys. Up there, we manifest within seconds, literally. That's like magic to us, but it's not. It's the natural way. We're not in a natural way here. We're in a distorted way. You see, the message is not broken because I smoked. Just for all those 3D people out there claiming so. Because you're light, you guys. You know what I'm talking about when you're serving light intentionally, you're going to get attacked by arrogance, by pride, by hateful people, by prejudiced people. It's two types of consciousness. Unity, love, unconditional. Those who are not. Selfish, me, not everyone. Isolation, power, control over others. So part of your spiritual journey is liberating yourself from these parasitical systems and ideologies. Hey, I had to go and realize my whole Christian upbringing, what the F was going on? What was I doing? I don't know about all churches, but in my church, whatever it was I was learning, you become extremely aware of what you're thinking all the time. Worried. Am I sinning? Is my thought sinful? You keep checking. And of course, you're a teenager, you're thinking about girls or the opposite sex, or you think you sinned, or you did something horrible, or anything. You go psycho, you go cuckoo. Did I sin? Have I sinned? Holy Father, whatever you call it, Jesus, have I sinned? Oh my gosh, have I sinned? I'm horrible, what? Some of you can relate. It's bonkers. So, holy ones, Remember this main concept or the main message of this channel. I am God. You say that to yourself. Say it with me. I am God. Be comfortable with that. Because some people are extremely uncomfortable saying that. What does that say? What do you really feel about yourself? You don't love yourself unconditionally. You've been programmed by society. Now you feel like a reflection of that inside your heart. Oh, that's wrong or not right. There's so many distortions in sex. What do you expect? So right away, you put down the female. You're already distorted. You're so freaking into perversion. You know, what the F was Sodom and Gomorrah? What? They put this guilt on you. It's on you for something that some woman did with an apple. So, what? Wait, I'm born and I have my free will, but that's not free will. If I'm being punished for something someone else did, not myself, not with my free will, that was their free will, not my free will. I'm not going to be punished for someone else's free will. You see what the F kind of BS is that? No? Use your free will, holy ones. You have it. You decide. Do you want to go with unity? Yeah, baby. That even makes you want to dance and sing. Judgment. You crouch down and you're afraid. You're diminished. You're disempowered. You allowed it. You gave permission. Subservience, blind worship. Oh, here's my power. I'm not connected to God. I'm shit. I'm a sinner, and I need to be punished, or I need to be forgiven, or something horrible. And also, someone else has to suffer because of me. You know, man, talk about guilt everywhere. I have to feel, you know, what? First of all, according to the Guardians and the inner Christ, not the outer Christ, the inner Christ, Jesus was not sacrificed. As a matter of fact, there was an imposter Jesus. There was actually two imposters. There's actually, so you would call them the three Christs. But obviously only one of them is the legitimate one. They inserted one into the timeline of the Jeshua 1. We call it Jeshua 1, so you know the difference. No, excuse me, I made a mistake. 12. Because he has 12 strands. But he's the first Jeshua, right? So that's why I said Jeshua 1. But he's called Jeshua 12. And there's one called Jeshua 9, who only has 9 strands. Okay? And he was an imposter, meant to throw in the DNA, and you would say how Jeshua brought in the Holy Grail DNA. Well, this race brought in their people. Man, there's wars amongst. They have wars amongst each other, infighting. You better believe, even on their own planets, they're totalitarian dictatorships, no freedom. They're all into slavery and bondage. That's the way the dark system works. Slavery, bondage, hierarchy, chosen ones. You see, better ones, a different class, a different division, different permissions, different freedoms. It's bullshit. All are God. It's real simple. You can teach a child, so teach your child. All are God. Hey, what makes you feel great? Unity or division, separation, isolation, loneliness, depression? Wow, does that draw you into an enlightenment or despair? You see the red flags everywhere. You feel the energy. You can't deny that energy. What are you doing? What are you speaking? False light, false God. Oh, there's God. There's Jesus. We talk about it. Just not that. What is that? That's not Christ. It's not, it wasn't Jesus. That was Jeshua 9, not Jeshua 12. And there was even a third Jeshua. who was the actual one crucified. According to Ashana, they didn't want to kill their own Jesus. I mean, the fallen angelics didn't want to kill their people. They didn't want him to be sacrificed. So they got a stooge, which is this third Jeshua. So there was actually somebody crucified to a cross. And according to the Guardians, this was the third Jeshua. And the second, the I don't know if you would call him Jeshua 6. Okay? Because the other one was Jeshua 9 and Jeshua 12, so that makes sense to me. You know how Tesla says 369? Well, how about 36912? And then again, how about 36912 15? 15-dimensional time matrix. What's up, holy ones? The real Christ. And you know you are the real Christ or not. It's not a faith. It's not a belief. It's a knowing. And no one is damned. You all had free will. You're using your free will right now to believe in what you believe. Whether that was about isolation, chaos, death, sacrifice, and genocide, that's chaos. Okay? With Chikasma, you are vibrating at this chaos. You are chaos. You are what the beings call fallen angelic. You are falling angel. You're an angel up there, but you've fallen down here. And you're not going to stop falling, apparently. Look at you. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What's up? Are you one of those fake starseeds, those fake guardians trying to bring a conscious awakening and ascension? No, you're not, are you? It is a spiritual war, Vatos. You're light, or are you the fake light or the darkness? Which one? Because we see you can't fool. Who are you trying to fool? You fooled yourself. And you're trying to harm others. Okay, there's fake you, and then there's the real Kachivwas. You serve hate. This is love. The guardians come again, are here. What's up? There is a spiritual awakening. It's a peaceful spiritual awakening. It's done through consciousness. Okay? You find God inside. You find Christ inside, and that is not sin to God or blasphemy. That is your extraterrestrial, you would say, Nibirian, because it's from planet Nibiru, religion. And you know what your timeline is? Your timeline is Nibirian. You are following their gods. You are following their timeline, which is Illuminati. You are studying in the Bible the Illuminati families. That sounds like unbelievable, shocking. You guys, Mochiwa. Your religions were changed in 325 AD. That was like the last Roman Emperor Constantine, with the backing of the Roman Empire, the church. Oh yeah, baby. Took your teachings, which were basically writings during the period of Jesus, Jeshua, Sanam, and Melchizedek, and some Egyptian writings, some Atlantean writings. Spiritual. This is your original Bibles, your original teachings. Innerchristos knowledge. Jeshua didn't come and teach this whole sacrificing Father God BS. This is the Jeshua's 9. This is the what you call Templar Melchizedek patriarchal creed. You've been put under patriarchy. Your whole planet is patriarchal. If there's a few religions who aren't, it doesn't matter, Vato. This is a patriarchal planet.
subduing the divine feminine earth, subduing the feminine, you better believe they're going to put down the feminine. You better believe they're going to put a fake moon, align it just right into a specific locked orbit that can actually do something occult. Major occult, Vato. When you take and make an eclipse, that is what? That is man-made, ET-made. Some ETs made that thing and put it right there. Those reptilians are into that black magic. You putting your energy there, your prayers there, your intention there, New Age religion. What are you doing? All of those systems are falling. You're going to keep going down that Nibirian timeline, Vatos. You're in for a hell of a ride. Hell of a ride. You found out you weren't so holy after all, were you? Your consciousness fell. Your consciousness is pulling you down. Your hatred is making you fall into a horrible phantom matrix, a subtime space distortion field. Okay? Anti-life, vampiric life. Against life, against God, against earth, against human race, against everything. This is your Jehovah. This is your Allah. This is your Brahma. This is what you're getting from those patriarchies, those negative extraterrestrials, bringing Luciferian and satanic teachings, putting down the women, sacrificing your sigil. Your sigil is sacrifice, man. You know anything about magic or no? That's a freaking dark sigil. And your communion is through blood? What kind of thing are you practicing, holy ones? You forgot what is God. Now you're worshiping something outside yourself and calling it God. And believing anything, everything that says, I'm God, I'm your God, we created you. Anunnaki say they created you. Yeah? Inky's your creator? That little extraterrestrial insectoid Anunnaki Anudraku from Nibiru? Okay, so this is what you're following. This is what you're worshiping. Blind worship. Subservience. You put yourself down. You put yourself, to the earth, to the dirt, your face down, and worship these beings, and send your praise to these beings. It's freaking dark, guys. You don't see anything? Does anything of that resonate with you? You don't see signs that's bad. You don't see any signs that there's something wrong with that energy. There's something wrong with that consciousness. There's something wrong in those values. It's dark. It's angry. They call it burning anger. The Lord is burning angry. The Lord says, I hate you, Israel. And I've had people say, I don't believe you. What do you think I'm quoting? Abhor you, Israel. Hate. Actually, abhor seems a little bit worse than hate, right? I abhor. Dude, are you kidding me? This is a holy being? No, that's an unholy being. A being of hatred is an unholy being. But you accept it as your God. And by the way, it's Father God, because a female down here. Bullshit. Dark being. Why does someone coming to remind you? Because you forgot what is God, homie. And now you're worshiping an anti-God. Hello, we're pro-life, we're pro-humans. We're talking about everyone being equal. We're not talking about socialism. Unity consciousness. Christ consciousness, unconditional love. If everyone in the world was loving each other, no competition, no hierarchy, no governments, no one's trying to be better than someone else. No one's trying to say this person's better or compete in something that makes you unequal. This is an old consciousness. This is a dark, parasitical, anti-human, anti-God consciousness. Can't you see it? Don't you feel it? What's wrong with you? No, really, I'm asking you, what is wrong with your discernment? You call good dark, but you call dark good. You got it backwards. Didn't you know that's how the darkness works? It goes backwards. It does the opposite of God or good. So what's the opposite of good? Dark, evil, wicked. The Guardians don't say evil. They say you're not supposed to say evil because there's nothing that's evil in God. It's all God. You can't say God is evil. Why not? I want to. You see what I'm saying? A part of God is pretty despicable because everything is God, even the bad guys. And this is according to not me. This is not my opinion, so stop getting pissed off at me. Excuse me, I gotta take a drink. This is coming from Voyager's essay. Simone. It's coming from the Holy Grail. It's coming from the Kathara, Kelantic Science, Tantriya Hura, Slider's Ascension, the Emerald Covenant teachings, the Maharata, the CDT plates. What's up? You guys are part of that. You guys know that. This is your people, man. This is your way. This is your code. Yeah, bring it. Own it. Light. The true light. We call out the fake light, the fake new age channeling movement. Channeling your archangel. Channeling your goddess, your god, your Egyptian, whatever. Greek, Roman. All those gods, man. Damn. At least through this been labeled as forbidden teachings. These forbidden, or no, you would say, I meant to say forbidden history, because our true history is forbidden. We've been given some bullshit history. While they cover up the floods, they used the flood. It was actually, according to the teachings, there was 3 floods that were combined together into one great flood. And it's actually the history of Atlantis, Vatos. We're talking about Atlantis, not Sumeria, Babylonia. No, this is a part of our true timeline. Not somewhat. They say maybe we're 5,000 to 10,000 years old. You guys know that's what they say. Since I was a little kid in history till, they tell you this story, this bullshit. You don't believe me? Check it out. Just see who is the oldest civilization and when did they live here. It's not going to be older than 10,000 years old. If I'm mistaken, it's not going to be off by many. They have this truncated, in the Bible and in science, a truncated freaking timeline. When you guys are learning from the Guardians that you have a history going all the way back, man, on our first time on the planet would have been 25 million years ago. But that's not even how old we are. That's on this planet. We're not from this planet. Our actual race is 560 million years old. We're millions of years old, Vatos. And some of that history is coming from the human race on density 2. which is dimensions 4, 5, and 6, our future timelines, our future higher evolution, higher selves. But remember, it's multi-dimensional, simultaneous timelines, incarnations. So you literally could be experiencing some of your other selves, like in your dream state or in your visions or in your telepathy. We don't call it channeling, but remember, it's a direct link to your own soul family. And there's also something called your oversoul family and something higher called your avatar family. Great, and the final one in the time matrix would be your Rishi family. Solar Rishi, you can call them the metaterrestrials because they're beyond extraterrestrial. They're beyond planets. There's no planets up there. I mean, this before planets are created. There is no planets at that level. There is no people, extraterrestrials. So that's why we call them metaterrestrials. Because it goes beyond our fishbowl, so to speak. Our fishbowl is called a 15-dimensional time matrix, also called the hologram of matter. And realize that implies levels of matter. There's 5 levels of matter. We're at the lowest one, called carbon matter. And that's all you scientists, well, most, we're not talking about quasi, quantum scientists or whatever. But generally speaking, most scientists don't believe in that stuff. They won't even acknowledge it. They don't believe in it. So, I love you guys. Thank you for being with me. The energy's been strong. Okay? And I even did the horrible thing of smoking pot. I'm such a horrible person. So you say, right? You feel myself, my 5th dimensional self or higher, come through, especially when I feel my crown, man, right here. Strong energy coming through. I am co-creating with cannabis. I'm co-creating with this spirit, this energy, to help boost myself temporarily. And just for today, if I want to do it next week, I will. What the F? So, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to... I mean, I love to see my family. I have no complaints about that. I just really don't like missing so much work, you guys. It bothers me. So I was happy to come back and try to get caught up. Little alien in the house. Patty Paparazzi. Oh yeah, Patty. Thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate it. And you guys, I have to make a positive announcement. And I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm just going to mention it a few times. But I'm legally going to change my name. And that's because I can, and I feel I want to, I should, and there's a reason. And I want to call myself Anuhazi. And I resonate with this, and I have thought about it for a while. And I wanted to do it, but I didn't know when. And I feel like the timing with 2024, a new beginning, not a new beginning, I just mean a new chapter, a new level. And it's going to be even freaking more badass. And I resonate with Anuhazi because that's our 12th dimensional level, the Lyran Anuhazi. That's what their real race is called, Anuhazi. And so you guys don't have to call me that, but just realize that's kind of like my spiritual name, I guess you could say. My spiritual name is Anuhazi. It's kind of like Muhammad Ali. He had that's his spiritual name. He was Cassius Clay, right, before? I don't know why he used him as an example, but anyways. Yeah, I know what I was, when I was in connection to my soul family, realized that, and I could even mean oversoul or avatar, right? I feel my heart chakra strong, and my third eye across my head, and my crown chakra. So I know I feel often my 8th chakra. Now it's kind of hard for me to tell my 9th chakra because it intersects
the third eye, like an angle, like a unicorn. Like if this is the third eye going out your forehead, this is the one going through the third eye, like intersecting at an angle. It's one of two chakras that actually are at angles. The other one is the thymus. This is at an angle, and this one's at an angle. So, and it comes all the way through, right? So this way downwards, like a unicorn. So this is pretty incredible, right? That's your ninth one, but it's going across the sixth one. The 9 and the 6 intercross. So, and you have even Celine has found out recently. You have micro chakras that I haven't seen any other system really acknowledge. So maybe I'm wrong, but this is definitely unique for Cathara, is that you have some different points, and that you have that are other chakra work you can work on. And it's just a matter, and this technique is just a matter of rubbing that area, which is activating that micro chakra. And if you did this, there's a few techniques you can do, and you did them every day, and you know, along with your chakra work, which I would recommend learning in Cathara, is called Terahertz phase currents. Man, oh man, you guys, this will take your understanding to a whole new level when you start working with Terahertz phase currents. What they're doing is actually using 3 chakra color at once. You know, first of all, most chakra systems only acknowledge 7. First of all, 3, 6, 9, what the F is 7? Right? That's the first thing I felt. Anyways, 7. Give me a break. There's 15 chakra vatos. 15 divisible by 3s. 5 density matters. Wow. Carbon matter, crystal carbon matter, crystal silicate matter, crystal liquid matter, crystal vapor or crystal gas. Those are levels of matter. Not just carbon matter. Not just the carbon matter universes and galaxies. Well, it's a universe, but not just the carbon matter galaxies. You're going to have galaxies in the carbon crystal matter, but at a higher evolution. Everything, including yourself, will be more evolved in the higher universes, because we are in a series of universes. That's why you can call it a multiverse of 5. 5 density matters: carbon, carbon crystal, carbon silicate, carbon liquid, carbon crystal. Now, carbon crystal is technically, crystal liquid is technically called hydroplasm. And so think of that word, hydroplasm. Now the next level up, density up, it's a more higher evolved level called thermoplasm. Okay? Also called antimatter. Not anti, but ante, A-N-T-E. Excuse me. Which is, excuse me, you got to understand, we have a particle universe we call, particle. And then there's a reciprocal universe called the anti-particle universe that exists simultaneously to us. You can also, instead of call it anti-particle, you can call it the parallel. So you have a doppelganger. Everything does. Even planet Earth does. So there's a parallel Earth. There's a parallel you. A parallel soul, parallel oversoul, parallel, all the way up. You have another version, and you have something to do with, your ascended master, primal light or primal sound fields, coming into the hologram of matter. Remember, this is all a hologram. Even though there's different levels of matter, it's all a hologram of matter. It's all energy constructs. You're an energy being inside an energy reality. What the Guardians call a hologram. So I would call that a spiritual simulation, spirituality simulation or something. like a spiritual awakening, because you come in here to learn something. Parts of God, okay, God knows everything, of course, but here's something you may not consider. God keeps on learning. You could say, instead of learning, just say creating. God keeps on creating new shit. You know, a creator keeps on creating. It doesn't say, oh, I'm done, I'm kicking back, not doing jack shit. What do you mean? God is always doing something, always expanding more and more. It's not like you run out of memory space. You're God, you don't have memory. There is no limit to memory space. You just create higher evolved multi-quadrillions, multi-quintillions, I don't know the number. So many different types of beings this one being is. It's like putting yourself inside a supercomputer, and it's creating, populating all these different, like the Matrix movie, all these different worlds, or different, you know, versions, and each one has its own free will. And so there's going to be a different outcome because everyone has their own free will, different circumstances and stuff, different decisions making. And so that's why everything is created by consciousness. We're the soul creating us. But there's an oversoul creating the soul. And there's a avatar creating the oversoul, and there's a geomantic entity creating the avatar. You know, it's crazy. You're all of that. You're this one being having all these expressions of itself. The many mansions of the mind of God. The many experiences this mighty being is having. You know, God could even play different roles of itself and interact with itself. You know, it's all broken down in the spiritual science. The unified field physics of our multidimensional time matrix. See, that breaks down into densities, and those are cycles. Like our density is density 1 carbon matter, and that is a cycle of 26,556 year span. And guess what happens when you get to the end of it, which we're about to do in a few thousand years? You will start a new 26,556 year cycle. And remember, your consciousness inside the morphogenetic field of the planet Earth. Every species has its own race morphogenetic field inside the planet's morphogenetic field. So imagine Earth has all these different morphogenetic fields, okay? And this is where your soul or consciousness is when it's not manifest, when it's not born or alive. You're in some temporary place, kind of like a temporary place. Excuse me. That temporary place, you don't look like a being. You're just a spherical thing of energy, you know, like this. Imagine that. No eyes, no hands and fingers, no what? Just a sphere of energy with information. And so thank you for those hearts, Holy One. You're so kind. You're just a sphere. What's your frame of mind of being alive? You know, what do you think is only possible to be alive? When we know there's more than just carbon matter life. There's more, we're the lowest level. So imagine life that's much greater than evolved in us. We are that higher evolution. And we're the progenitors beyond that, at the same time as this level. Well, fortunately, not all your other selves have lost their memory. We have down here, on the 3D level, we can't remember. We've been cut off from our memory. And so, but don't worry, don't fret. There's other parts of you who do remember everything. And wouldn't you want a super mind, a super consciousness, super mind power, self-control, not other control
or you controlling others, but you are free, God sovereign free. You choose with your God sovereign free will not to harm others. You all agree to be in a society, a safe one, a lawful. You're not trying to hurt or harm or manipulate each other. Let's just love each other. And let's just create and keep everyone's safety in mind. Honor and respect all life. It's not complicated. Connect to the Creator. You are the Creator. And see it in everything. In your what you say to others and what you think, what you create in this world. You're blessed. You're a piece of God. And you can anytime just become aware of all yourself as God. And this is a progressive, doesn't happen overnight. It's not easy. You got to do hard work. It's not some silly, ridiculous concept as everyone's going to ascend. That's absurd. You absolutely, first of all, you're basically clueless of discernment. You have no discernment. You don't see how people are following patriarchy. You don't even see the darkness. It's all love, light, and clueless. Love and light, awesome, great. But you can't be clueless. You have to know about the dark. You have to know who they are. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're following and worshiping Archangel Michael as an example. Or you're following an angry, pissed off Jehovah God. You didn't think of it that way before. Now you realize it. When someone can actually be brave enough to speak to you about holy Archangel Michael, or your blessed Thoth, or your creator god Inki, which is an insectoid serpent, Vatos. You know what they are? They're an Anu-Dracu hybrid, Anunnaki. That means they're part Anunnaki, part of the Draconian. Now the Draconian has all kinds of races besides dinoids, insectoids, reptilians, and combinations thereof, and bird people, and also mantid beings. So when we say, that's what all the potential is coming from. When you get part Inki is part Anunnaki, part this Zeta gray alien, which is part of the Zephlehim Zeta. And this creature is known as part snake, serpent. That's why you know that the beings called Inki on planet Nibiru, they're part gray aliens. What do you think they're going to look like? Like a gray alien with some reptilian features, snake features. And by the way, Thoth is, there's a known, other incarnation. He's known to his counterpart. One of his counterparts is Quetzalcoatl, the Mayan Aztec god, who is, you can even Google it. What does it look like? What does Quetzalcoatl look like? Like a winged serpent. Hello, Inki. And what was it in the ancient Egypt? They called themselves the Snake Brotherhood, the Snake Brotherhood Kings. There was different competing factions, but this is right there with the freaking extraterrestrial souls from Nibiru. And notice how they get you all to be their bitches, to be worshiping them, sending them energy. You're sending all these conquerors. They're conquerors, man. They've been doing it since Atlantis. The Anu Elohim are the fallen Elohai. The holy blue flame, part of its race fell. This race, this family, is called Anu Elohim, the fallen race. They are a fallen angelic race who created another fallen angelic race. Oh wow, is that hard to understand? It's a fallen angelic race who created another one called the Anunnaki. The Anu Elohim, genetically created this bipedal Jehovian Anunnaki. It's a bipedal dolphin. part cetacean. Okay, upright. You know, I made pictures of it. I haven't shared that yet because it's so freaking powerful to see this dude. Like you can't find hardly any artwork. I checked. I can't find hardly any. I found few simple drawings of dolphin people. Or you can say bipedal dolphin people. That's what the Guardians call it. That's what the Jehovian is, God, Yahweh is. Bipedal dolphin people. Not only is it just it's not an individual, it's a race. And it's the same with all of them. Enlil is a race. Marduk is a race. Archangel Michael is a race. And not what you expect at all. And what the F do you think Men in Black are? They're the part of these Necromaton beetle people creature things. I've even called beetle tortoise people. You know, some of these creatures are darn right scary looking. Demonic looking. What do you think a reptilian, upright reptilian with wings is taller, giant, looking down at you? You know these things are pissed off and they hate you. Whoa, that's scary shit. You heard one of Corey Good's testimonies. He was I don't know what word I would use. Anyways, he was in a meeting. He met face to face with a royal white reptilian that was much bigger than him, like twice as big or bigger. I can't remember how many feet this being was. I think it was over 18 feet or close to 18 feet. Royal white. And you know these beings are like total elitist, or they're racist, you know, obviously. Like, you know, the Germans. What are they called in World War I and World War II? You know, the bad guys. I can't use that hashtag. But these Germans who are very naughty, right? And wear symbols and stuff. Well, these ones, where do you think they get this ideology and this hatred and this, you know, elitism, racism, right? These freaking Anunnaki and also the reptilians are all super racist. Like, the reptilians only love the reptilians. Everything else is inferior. And they will conquer you and prove it to you that you're inferior to them. They're just muscles. You know, they don't, like the Anunnaki are described as being strategists. They use their intelligence. But the reptilians, they will just freaking come and muscle you, bulldog you, kick your ass, and now what are you saying now? Now you're under its foot. You know, its strength is its power. So they have a different methods, right? Like an Anunnaki will pretend it loves you. Like it'll be like a narcissist. Pretend it's all, you know, into you or likes you or cares about you, but then act completely demented to you later, and hateful and spiteful or whatever. It's horrible, right? Well, what the F? That's these right here. Your typical narcissist and psychopath. So, a lot of us just want to awaken and go to this higher level of ourselves. You know, it is a spiritual awakening. A lot of people on the planet are feeling it. And some of you are what you call awakening. And you guys, please watch my 12 symptoms or 12 ascension signs. It's a couple of videos ago. It's not hard to find. If you're having any of these symptoms, that means you are going through a change, a transformation. It's kind of like whether you like it or not. And most people are going through change. Now, some of them aren't going to be enlightened. They'll be unenlightened. That through their own choice. No one's damned. No one's better than someone else. You know, we're not into that dialogue. That's the negative one. So
Everyone's going to make their choice from their own free will. They're God, man. You can't say they're wrong. You can't say somebody's right. Did you know that? According to the concept of law of one, if all are God and all are equal, there is no negative shit. It's kind of like obvious, man. But people, you know, like these fallen angels, have lost their connection to God. I mean, literally, 11:11. Oh my gosh, you guys. At the corner of my eye, I saw 1111. I look, it's 11 minutes and 11 seconds is the average view duration. So that's how long you guys are ever. But just to see that number pop up, right? And I know some people think that's crazy but dude, seeing all these numbers is crazy. So what's up? So thank you guys for being here on this live stream. It's still early. I'll be going for another half hour. We could even take another hit if you wanted to, but it's been pretty strong. I don't think I need one, but I wanted to cook. I have to cook tonight. Or I'll do something sinful and horrible like order pizza, but I don't want to because I already ate junk food when I was in Tucson during the holiday, right? Because they have it and they make it. I'm not going to just be disrespectful and say, sorry, no, I'm vegan. No, sorry, I can't participate with you. I'm like, okay, all right. Melody Marvel. What's going on, sister? Spiritual healer. Wow, that's a lot of fours, spiritual healer. Really? That's gotta mean something. No way! Simone K, 10 memberships. Woohoo! Welcome, Jen Green, King Leo. Welcome, Sylvia Cole, Enigza. The cool name, by the way. Roy Rivas, Kimberly Baker. All right. Nicholas, much love. Thank you to your host, you Simone K. KD in the house. What's up, you guys? I hope you're feeling good. Azin Pacheco, Angie Gomez. Like the lizard, like a cat one. And then what would Anunnaki be? I don't know about... Well, you would say... I just ordered pizza because I had to work today. And hey, I just ordered pizza too, so we're both horrible sinners. No, I mean, it was when I first came back because I had eaten even chocolate, you guys, because it was there. And it was, my mom offered me this brownie. It was a German chocolate brownie. I'm like, OMG. I'm a vegan for the rest of the year, but for right now, I'm eating this freaking brownie. And there's going to be people judging me, but I don't put my energy into haters. Sorry. Little alien. She's curious about how their eyes would look. Whose eyes? Wait, I forgot. Whose eyes? If you're talking about the cat people, they look like cats, man. Cool, beautiful cat people. So awesome, man. They're great, graceful, beautiful, majestic, powerful, super being, man. Shit. Woohoo! Aisha prevails here. What's going on, homies? MS says no judgment. And that's so. No judgment, guys. You made some brownies, Stardust? Woo! I would be getting fat. And I gained 10 pounds, man. Oh, the Anunnaki. Well, there's different races. So, Inky should be like kind of like you think of the Zeta gray eyes, you know, insectoid. They're called the insectoid in the book, in the Voyagers. So I know they're part insectoid, but also affiliated with some of that Anu Draco, which is going to have some reptilian in it. Anu Draco, Anunnaki, Draco meaning dragon, reptilian, you know. So there's also reptilians with bird inner DNA. So they're reptilian avians. So, but there's an important race called the Ceres, and it is the Ceres bird people who are part of the angelic. You know, our race with the angelics had some seraphim. I mean, not all angels have wings, okay? But some do. And so that's, if you have wings, anything bird oriented is going to be coming from the Ceres race, from the Draconian. I don't think you would call them dragons or Draconians. You would just call them the avian bird people. And think about that. A lot of people associate the word seraphim with angels. Seraphim, you know, Elohim, but that's actually fallen angels, you guys. And this is obviously giving credence to the fallen angelic race, seraphim and Elohim. Specifically, Anu Elohim. And so, now, Marduk is, I believe, part Omicron dragon moth and part Anunnaki. So they would be freaking interesting looking. I haven't made that creature yet in my art, but I have made a few other creatures, you know, aliens, hybrids, just based on the description. We don't get pictures of all the aliens from Mashona. She hasn't done that. She listed a few, like 5 or 6 different ones in Voyagers, but it was like a very poor copy of a copy of a copy. It was bad, or it wasn't clear, or it wasn't detailed, or something was wrong with that. But you get a basic idea. I just didn't really like the artist. I think they could have done better, and especially now with today's tools, you can do a much better realistic, you know, like photoreal image. And I'm trying to make photoreal images now in my art. So even Celine is making some art. I think it's cool. And I have no problem with it, you guys. It's not Skynet, so please don't give me this BS about AI art, because AI art is art. Okay? So, and it's not created without a human. You have to you work with the AI through prompts. And I know people say some shit like, oh, you're stealing other people's work. Man, it's such an ignorant point of view. You have no idea what you're saying. First of all, look at my art, and, you know, I made it through instructions. It's not some demon seed. It's not some fallen angelic. It's not a demon in AI art. Okay? It's not trying to control you. It's not trying to possess your soul. It's not trying to kill you or make you sick. It's AI art. And it doesn't work without the human input. So, alright. Anyways. And if you're interested, I sell my AI art on Etsy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of hours, just like a full-time job. So, you know, and plus I make my videos artwork. Now I don't have to like use other people's artwork. I'm creating my own freaking artwork. So, what's up? You know? And you're going to have people disagree, and hey, I'm not worried about it. I love you. Unity, bro, sister, what's up? What's going on? And I was
be around other people into unity. I don't want to hang out with people who hate want to hurt me, because there's people out there like that.
Celine. From the heart, you said it. Yeah, it's freaking unbelievable. It sparks your imagination. Like I was a professional artist. I mean, I went to a professional art school, graphic design art. So I was trying to learn illustration and all that. I learned with markers and different media, digital media as well. And I learned about typography, fonts, kerning, all that stuff. And so I got something out of it, and something about photography a little bit. But man, it took forever just to draw something, illustrate something. Now you do it freaking incredible speeds, right? And you're only limited to your imagination. And so this is a benign application, you guys. Benign as in friendly, not dangerous, not bad. I mean, we've been using computers for how long? And now, because it's able to learn, now you want to say it's evil. All of it is bad. All of it is going to be trying to control civilization. You know what I'm saying? So this is benign, and that's my opinion, and you can disagree, and I will still love you, and we can still be friends. But probably not on your end, right? Like, I know that my daughter's mother, my ex, she thinks I'm like demon possessed, or I am like a horrible person. I don't know. Because she's all gung-ho Christian, hardcore, right? And so everyone's damned, and everyone's must fear God's wrath and all this shit. So, you don't even try. I mean, you don't even go there, right? They want to go there. It's almost like they're rabid. They want to start getting all worked up about God and Jesus and damning you and telling you how you're wrong and bad and you need to be changed, or you're going to be going into the lake of fire. You'll be in torture and agony, and it's no forgiveness. After that point, you're in there forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. So this is the consciousness, you guys. This is people, they even find it, right? Some type of reasoning that it's okay to kill someone else in the name of God. Kill, murder, sacrifice, whatever. They think that's holy. It's good work to them. That's pretty dangerous consciousness. And some religions say that sacrifice is holy, sacred, even sacrificing your own life. And of course, your life is meant to terrorize other lives. Jihad, baby. That is not divine. That's not, good, sacred. So, but why do people need to be reminded? It's like, what the shit? You don't figure this out for yourself. Because of the unrelenting manipulation down here since ancient days, man. This ain't new. It's not from Assyria or Babylon. It's way beyond that, man. Something called, first of all, what you think is Egypt. Okay, remember, this is part of forbidden history. The truth about Egypt is, it's much more ancient than you can imagine. Nothing to some bullshit, oh, those pyramids are so ancient. 5,000, 8,000 years old. It was so-and-so's tomb
Hello. According to the Guardians, the Giza Plateau was created 54,000 years ago. I don't know the exact year, but it's in Voyagers 2. Do a Control F and put pyramid. Wow. Oh, find it faster by searching for Giza, because there might be a lot of results for pyramid, but Giza would only have a few results, and you will find actually the years it was actually what's that called? Refurbished, recreated or healed or whatever you call it. Remodeled. It was broken or something. It had to be fixed. Well, they did that 3 times. This is the 3rd time around, I guess, or something like that. Or this, it was original and then broken and then fixed. Broken and fixed. Whatever. So, but they didn't actually finish it completely, like the 3rd time. It's not, plus it had to be realigned with the star system. We were originally aligned with Sirius, so the calculations were with that planet. But when that didn't work, that human seeding was destroyed. So yeah, we've been destroyed a few times, you guys. It's not just the human seedings, but your race will be destroyed. Like every race ends and then a new race begins. Your DNA is being changed to the new race. So your soul will start going into those type of bodies. So this is how it works with ascension, and either staying with Earth because you didn't ascend, you just came to the end of ascension and you just rinse and repeat, became alive, a baby again, and you just got stuck in ascension. You're not ascending. That's what that means. Because you're being blocked. And it's related to DNA. And most of the New Age is not talking about DNA, you guys. You have to have 5 strands of DNA to, that's one of the requirements. You also need to have a working Merkaba field. And so in these teachings, you learn how to build your Merkaba. And you'll be doing it in the correct direction. The correct, because there's things going on. You know what that is? It's 2 pyramids enmeshed. One's right side up, one's right side down. 2 pyramids. So it makes it look like 6 points of 6-pointed star, but it's a star tetrahedron, 3-dimensional. And so you got to be able to see in your mind's eye, the star tetrahedron spinning, one side spinning one way, the other one spinning the other way, and at different rates. Now, if you get someone messing with the technique, changing rates, changing directions, hello. This is exactly what's happening in the New Age channeling movement. You're not getting information from books anymore. Now you're getting it from aliens, from channeling. People are bringing in information. And you're thinking they're going through some awakening. You remember what we call the chosen ones. According to them, you are, what's that? Expendable. Like this movie Expendables. What is that? That means you can just die and it won't matter. You can be exposed of, and no one will notice. You're expendable. It's an insult. It's a horrible insult. Has something to do with ending of life. So, no, nobody's expendable. Everybody's God. Everyone has something to bring.
You know, if you're indigo child, if you're a starseed, you're dropping codes. Your life matters. Your life is important because you're bringing your unique signature, your conscious codes, your ascension codes. You're representing them in your literal DNA template. Your soul came into a body template, which is connected to the morphogenetic field, which you and every one of your lifetimes are modifying. You are all participating in the your collective family. You would say 12 tribe. Your immediate family is 12 incarnations. Take 12 divided by 2, that's 6 pairs of twin flames. 12 couples, 12 people, 12 incarnations, 12 tribe, in 12 different time vectors. Now, according to Ashiana, on her talk about twin flames, sometimes you might meet your twin flame, but not always. So not always is it romantic. I don't mean to bum you out, but you know, that concept has been twisted in the New Age movement. So according to Ashiana, usually if you're an earth seed, your twin flame, first of all, everyone has twin flames in humans, even earth seeds who have less DNA than the star seeds. Doesn't mean they're better. So this is different time vectors usually. Like your twin flame, a male or female, will be in another time vector completely. You won't meet them. How? They're in another period, another lifetime. You're not normally overlapping. You know, when you think about it, your twin flame is the same as you, but the other half of you. You're one person. So would you have sex with your brother or sister? You know, it's like having sex with yourself, I guess, if you masturbate. Isn't that what a twin flame is? It's you, literally. Why are you getting hot and heavy over your own self? Ew, that's incest, right? Because it's literally the other half of you, man. It sounds romantic, but isn't it weird? I don't know. Ooh, you're my other half. Yes, you are. Well, that means we're related, and what are we doing, you know? Incest. I guess that's not even a funny. I'm sorry, I better not say that, right? Because some people get offended. Incest is best, right? No, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that with your DNA, right? Anyways, twin flames can be another whole video, okay? There's a lot to say about that. Do you think you have found your twin flame? No, I haven't met her. It's been none of my previous girlfriends. So maybe I'm one of the twin flames who are not in the same time vector. But according to Ashiana, it's usually possible for indigos twin flames. If you're an indigo twin flame, you most likely can find your twin flame. You see what I'm saying? They'll overlap. So usually it's your last life out of 12, because you're going to live boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl 12 times. On the 12th one, you can meet your twin flame if you're an earth seed. But there's different rules, not rules, but different properties of indigo children where you can meet them in any life. Because remember, as an indigo, you're traveling from another world to incarnate into this world on Earth, on the human drama. You're an ET, and coming on in, birthing on in. What's up, ET? Phone home. Thank you for those hearts. Can you give me some hugs? Sorry guys, I feel silly sometimes when you take this medicine. It's like a little side effect. You got to put up with that silliness. A little bit. But it doesn't affect the message. I'm just simply celebrating what the feels. Yeah. It was pretty strong earlier, right? It was strong. Not like connecting to my light language or something, but it was simply just a wide variety of input, stream. Emma Reed. I hone home. I phone home. E.T. Oh yeah, Elliot. Be good. That's when what's her name? This Drew Barrymore was just a little tiny girl, right? Wow. This other guy, he wasn't in too many more movies, was he? The kid that played Elliot. I think I seen him in some military movie. He was in a movie called Tank, wasn't he? Was that the actor that played Elliot in the movie Tank? Or was that some other dude? Maybe that was Matthew Broderick, I don't know. But I'm sure you guys remember that his iconic movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? And they had all that 80s music in there and 80s humor and all that shit. Well, you guys have to understand I'm that old. I'm from the 80s. Yep, I was born in the 70s and my dad is in the 40s. My dad. It was good to see him and my sister and my mom. All of them. But, I'm the one who has to travel to see everybody. It's alright. One day I'll be back in Arizona. Someday I want to be in Sedona. And then we'll have some get-togethers, you guys. I hope you would like that. I'm so happy you guys you're here tonight. I'm sorry about not doing a live on Tuesday. I just wasn't home yet. I was still in Tucson enjoying family time, I spent time with my daughter because, she's moving. That's why it was important for me to come. Plus she's having a baby due in April. So I'll be grandpa. My brother and sister have already been grandparents. I'm the oldest one, but I'm the last one. It's weird to be a grandpa. Great granddad. Yeah. I'll be great. So, I don't know what your definition of great is. I'll be happy with good health and a great connection to my Christos, right? To my indigo homies. I think it might be getting time, you guys. Yeah, I won't feel like cooking this late. I'll have to sacrifice and eat something junk food. I don't know, can of soup, right? I want to start learning salads, so I want to eat with my chili, my alkaline food. I want to start eating salads and learning how to make it all, the best I can be. I really did eat a lot of chocolate when I was in Tucson because it was just there, man. And plus when I drive more than, like 8 hours, I eat chocolate bars. It helps me stay awake. It helps me have energy to be on the road, be aware of the road. So I did eat chocolate bars, which I loved eating. It was wonderful to eat junk, for my travel. It's all good because I don't believe in being too strict. And maybe some of you think that's a flaw. For me, I believe it's just right, a good balance. It's always good to have those type of compromise, a balance, some of this and some of that. and not so strict with yourself. Because if you're so strict on yourself, I mean, like military style, it's you're gonna quit doing it. And so you just want to have balance, and then you'll be able to handle it, you know, both or whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great holidays. Just being around family is worth, you know, putting up with some of the beliefs that some, because it's hard. It's really hard because you can't share this excitement with someone else, you know. I have this opening in one of my, there's like a crack in the building of my house, and that's where I keep getting black widows, and they keep coming in and making their little webs, and I have to catch them. I always catch them and I put them outside. Maybe it's the same ones coming back, I don't know. But I don't want to kill stuff, you know, so I don't kill stuff. What I do want to do is, since I know where they're coming from, I might spray poison right there so they don't come through. They won't want it. They will sense the poison and not come through, right? I wouldn't kill it with poison, like, hey, I'm gonna spray you so you're not living no more. No. Just put a line where the bug will know not to go. I don't know. I'm sure people have different opinions. I mean, damn, some people love to go hunting and kill animals, you know. Or people have no problem squashing bugs or killing, you know, smothering life so quickly and easily. It's always been difficult how to not make exceptions. Sometimes you'd make exceptions, and you just have to always remember that honoring life and committing to life, and all have a right to live. Whether it's a black widow that lives off of, you know, imprisoning its food and eating it alive, drinking it, segregating, sucking its blood, whether it's a being like that or what, it's going to behave its way. But you're Christed, or you're trying to bring in your Christ consciousness. So we're trying to be better and better versions for ourselves. We're aiming high. We want the best results in this lifetime incarnation. We want to ascend. That's the ultimate purpose of spirituality. You have an aim. Your aim is to, literally, it's called transmigrate, transfigurate. You'll be turned into another being, you know, when you transmigrate there. When you go to another dimension, another reality, it's another timeline. You like skip a whole evolution. You become another evolution. Doesn't that sound wonderful? You'd be like godlike. First of all, you'll be immortal. You won't die from age. You won't be getting aged. You'll just have a continuous youthful appearance. At certain levels, you'll be able to change your form. You know, because it's going to be less and less dense, less atoms. You'll have a different DNA template. As you evolve through the dimensions of time, you'll also evolve through the different levels of body. A more evolved body, a more evolved consciousness. So you leap into evolution. There is no missing link, because you make a leap. Get it? That's how it works. You go through leaps of evolution, and you'll also be obtaining memory. Because remember, you become a collective consciousness, a 12 tribe consciousness, not a singular mind, but a 12 tribe mind. So, but we're trying to, and that's what you call a super consciousness. So we will have super consciousness. Welcome, Angel Claudia. Thank you, LS Dreamers. You're so kind. That's cool. You could do one. LSD? Celine says LSD Dreamers. Oh, I get it. LSD, LS Dreamers. I get it. I'm sorry I'm so slow. I never noticed that, I guess. Yeah. You said it, Emma. Powerful words, Holy One. Thank you guys. I'm going to finish up now. I hope to see you guys on the flip-flop. If you learned anything from me or this information, please consider donating to Crystal's avatar. Either here live, there's a little $sign, just click on that, or send a private donation to my PayPal below, and it'll take you to my Crystal's avatar PayPal channel or page. So thank you for that, you guys. And you can also become a member. And I just want to say thank you to those who gave memberships tonight, and thank you for those who are members. And this is how we're able to have a show, you guys. Truly, thank you so much. I put my full-time work in this for you guys, and I truly believe that whatever happens in the world during 2024, because you remember, right? As we're finishing this year out, I want to make a reminder how so many people were fearing something was going to happen in November, right? Something horrible was going to happen in November. They talked about it the whole year. I always thought it was bullshit. Everybody who gives years and dates, it's bullshit. You could just see the things play out. People start putting dates on shit. What the hell, man? Nothing happened in November. It was bullshit. You will see the rapture's coming. You will see a global ascension coming. Bullshit. There is no global ascension. There's individual ascension. And after you die, you will either ascend or you won't. There's a death process first. Unless you go by evac. You know what that means? You had a prearranged pickup. A UFO pickup, a multidimensional craft, takes you through a Stargate, puts you into a clone body. The Guardians use clones. It's not all evil based. You're not the body. You're the consciousness that indwells a body, whatever that may be, but realize that we're meant to go into our natural DNA template. You would only use a clone body temporarily, such as getting through a Stargate. If you don't have the DNA strands, honey, you can't go through a Stargate unless you have the strands. So they would put you in a clone that had the strands. There's a process. There's a technology. If you're one of those evacs. Remember, you're being evacuated because you're not going to go through a Stargate without it. You're almost there. There's a contingency for you. For a certain group of people, there's a contingency when you're almost there to making it. You'll go through this, what I explained, transfer by a UFO, has the drive, interstellar drive, interdimensional drive, to go through the Stargates, and then, but your body can't come. It's a 3D carbon matter body. You would either need to do something called transmutation. That means you do it without dying. You will literally change form in a flash. It's like a trigger event, right? You just instantly become a new being, and you see this light and shit, right? And so, kind of like, you can imagine spontaneous combustion. Well, just imagine spontaneous transmutation involving light. And so that's what that would be if you didn't have to die. But people can't do that right now on this planet. So unless it's an evac through help, assistance, because you're an indigo child, you have a team. Most of us, some of us will be evac. Especially, you can almost guarantee if you've already seen UFOs in your life, if you've had a connection or event with a UFO, you're going to be picked up. More than likely. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what the Christos says. I'm saying that's my understanding. So take that as you will. I just believe that. I just believe that not only have you witnessed them more than once, or I was allowed to see them once. The UFO, I was allowed to see it. You know, because sometimes it's not in our best interest is to have our reality suddenly, what the F, a real UFO. So they want to do it when you're ready, when they know you're ready. That's why they never go against your free will. The guardians wouldn't. So you would want to be giving your permission, sending out your permission to, you would say, if you want to make it official, say you're trying to connect to anyone from the Emerald. The official name is Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. MCEO initials. So Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. You want to connect to the Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. It's very, very specific. Yes? You put that intention there, and there's actually something in. I will teach this technique. It's such an old technique. It's probably buried. You won't find it. So I want to share that with you, where you're connecting to the Emerald Covenant. They made it in one of the books. So I'm going to share that so people, and they also, which I find it very, very interesting, because I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before, and I've never heard Ashiana talk about it before. They also talk about using chlorophyll for, I don't know if it was 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever. But before you're going to make contact through this visualization and intention, you're going to be using chlorophyll. I hope I said it right. Let me get the bottle so I'm not being misrepresenting. Now this stuff will stain you green if you don't careful. Yeah, chlorophyll. So it must be doing something to your DNA. Now this is the first time I've ever heard the Guardians recommend something from our world to help you. Like a supplement or like a herb. Maybe you guys have seen Ashiana talk about that stuff. I still have, to this day, never seen her talk about that. So if you guys can share a link with us, please do. I believe that like an alkaline diet is excellent, but I can't always stick to it. That's still my weakness, but I want to keep motivating myself to learn more vegan related, you know, it's not just vegan, it's vegan alkaline. Alkaline is more strict. So it's not just about, not just the vegetarian, because you're still doing dairy. Well, that's what a vegan would do. Get rid of also dairy and eggs and all that. But an alkaline takes that plus excludes acidic foods. So your list of choices have been shrunken way down if you're going to go that strict. So, all right, you guys. Sometimes I go off on a tangent and don't really say goodbye. I'll do this for now. And it was a great live, and I'm sorry about the bit rate, but
I will try to have a better bit rate, and at least we didn't get interrupted tonight, right? I mean, not like major, so thank you. Blessing to all of you. I'm sorry I was gone a couple, but it was understandable. It was like one of the few holidays I will actually go celebrate with my family. So please forgive that 1 week absence, 1 week, whatever. I'm back. Everything was good. I was happy to see my family, my genetic family, and talk stories, especially with my dad and my daughter, which was important. And even though my parents, my mother and her current husband are Christian, they always very supportive and respectful to my beliefs, which I thought was really cool. I really appreciate that. So I love you guys. I wish you well on your spiritual awakening and ascension. Please study the materials. If you're interested in this work, please check out Ashiana Dean's Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2. You can download them for free. It's easy to find. We make it easy to find. And you want to start learning the techniques. If you want to practice yoga and all that stuff, you can. But you want to learn ascension mechanics. And the real deal is these teachings. The Christos, innerchristos, Law of One, Emerald Covenant, MCEO, Emerald Order, Emerald Covenant. Freedom teachings or whatever. So practice, get involved, and ask questions, because it's kind of complex, right? Maybe one of us will be able to help you. Maybe not me or someone in the group. A lot of you are actually probably studying more than me. It's not like a competition. I'm just saying, hey, it's there for any of you. You can get it. It's Advanced Templar. Learn this the most advanced ascension mechanics on the planet. I mean, all the groups and aliens are talked about in this, all the ones that are involved in this drama, even the fallen ones. It's an unbelievable body of knowledge, and start on your journey, you guys, and come and share this together with us. We're doing this together. It's a group effort. It's a group love. Remember, Omni love. Yeah, baby. Not polarized love. Not a segregated love. Not a chosen one love. A chosen people love. Come on. Everyone. Everyone's God. Just recognize that within yourself, with others. You will have a whole new reality. You'll have a whole new energy. You'll have a whole new health. Everything will start changing when you awaken your consciousness to unity, to Christ consciousness. I love you. Blessings to all of you. You are blessed. You guys, you're not alone. You never were. You always have your higher self. And that's called an angel, and even an archangel and beyond. You have angels around you. You're part of a mission. We're not calling ourselves chosen. We're indigo children. Okay? We're from Sirius B and beyond. That's where we enter from, according to the information, the teachings. And even Jeshua comes through there. We all did. All the indigos are coming from the blue-skinned people in Sirius. Some of them elongated heads. What's up? We're aliens. Humans too, but not only, right? More. Much respect. Have lucid dreams. Explore consciousness. Much love. No judgment. Only love. And joy and peace and honoring everybody. Namaste, holy vato locos. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, feel good. Feel good. Sorry, I spilled be silly. Chakas. Matush. Ha. Ha. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do 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 do. Yeah, I just feel a little bit good, man. A little bit joyful.